I want to start off and wish everybody a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. I hope that if you guys weren't able to cop a next-gen system during the pre-order fiasco, that you guys were able to at least grab one, if not both, during the holidays. I did it the old school way, waited in line, and luckily was able to grab both. That being said, let's get into the comparisons. Were we duped on either one? Is there any type of impulse purchase regret when it comes to these systems? Let's get off and let's talk with the controller. With the Xbox, it feels like a little bit smaller than the Xbox One controller. It's got the nice little grip on the back. They finally put a share button on it. They were way behind on that. But you cannot stream straight to YouTube. It makes no sense. But I do like the integration where you can share straight to Twitter, show your clips, your pictures, all that good stuff. So I think the share button is definitely a great addition to the Xbox controller. The stick's still way too loose, way too loose. Destiny 2 looks great, but the shooting feels off to me because the sticks, they're just way too loose. The Xbox definitely needs to address that in the future. The PlayStation sticks have felt so much better over the past couple generations. The DualSense, guys. The first game I popped in was Astro's Playground. The DualSense is absolutely awesome. I know some people don't like it. They don't like the haptic. They don't like the vibration. I think that the immersion potential for future titles is endless with the DualSense controller. I feel like it's probably the best controller that's ever came with a system ever. It's that good, guys. You play that Astro's Playground, you feel the different surfaces that you're walking through, all this kind of thing. It feels awesome. The UI, definitely snappy on the Xbox. Quick resume is cool. I'll never use it. I don't play 10 games at a time, which is another reason I don't have a problem with the storage size of these systems. I don't keep 20 games installed at once, so quick resume, I'll never use it. The Xbox UI feels old. There's nothing new about it. I know people are complaining that it's in 1080p. I could care less about that. It still looks crisp to me, and it's extremely responsive. The PS5 UI, to me, it looks awesome. It feels new. It feels refreshing. There's new features on there. It keeps track of your trophies, how much you have left to go to get certain trophies, these kinds of things. Even has tips for certain games. It's also in 4K HDR. Looks super, super sharp. So the UI definitely better on the PlayStation 5. Now, for whatever reason, there is no Upload Studio on the Xbox. Even though the one last gen was complete trash, I figured for sure they would have done some improvements, made the changes where they needed to be made, and gave us something to make videos, edit videos, so that we can share our content to YouTube, but they did not do that. As far as I know, there is nothing on Xbox to do that with. Now, Share Factory. PlayStation has come correct with Share Factory. You can now record and share. This video right here should be 1080p, 60 frames in HDR. So if you have an HDR phone, if HDR is on your phone, your monitor, your TV, make sure you're watching this video to get the best quality out of it as far as the visual fidelity, because to me, Share Factory is absolutely awesome, and I haven't even had a chance to mess with the other features that they have added, but definitely loving the 1080 60 HDR content creation feature. Capture is also leaps and bounds ahead of Xbox as far as the 4K HDR capture. As far as I know, you can still only capture short clips on the Xbox, and you can capture up to 30 minutes, maybe even longer, maybe an hour of gameplay over on the PS5. Correct me if I'm wrong on that as far as the length of game capture. What else we got here? Let's see. Anyway, so as far as the UIs, the Xbox doesn't feel new. I don't have any complaints about it. It's still perfectly fine. But to me, the PS5 definitely looks much better when it comes to the UI. We touched on the Upload Studio. With Xbox, guys, overall you can see the potential. Game Pass, easily the best value in gaming. So whether you bought a Series S, a Series X, and you scoop up Game Pass, you cannot go wrong. There are so many good games on there. They've added an EA Access for you guys who love sports games. To me, it's a no-brainer. Especially, it makes the Series S an even more appealing little system, in my opinion. It's just an excellent value, especially when you toss Game Pass in there. But the thing with this is, I don't think you can go wrong with purchasing a Series X. You're going to get great multi-platform games. They're going to look good. But my thing is Microsoft going to give us the big time bangers like we all want? Are they going to give us the content that they did not really provide last generation? That being said, what we have, I played Hive Busters DLC. It was awesome. I played State of Decay 2 with the patch. It looks awesome, runs a beautiful 60 frames. The back compact games that I've played with the Auto HDR look amazing. So all those features are great for Xbox. So to answer the question, do I have any buyer's remorse for the Series X? I don't. I'm actually going to play through the Destiny content once I finish up Valhalla over on the PS5. Demon Souls, I beat that on PS5. Amazing. Miles Morales, to me, amazing. So yeah, I'm going to jump back over, and I'll probably put a little time into State of Decay 2 as well. So when it comes to PlayStation, I think that they for sure need to figure out some kind of competition other than PS Now or whatever it is to compete with Game Pass. I think if they did that, it's just going to give them even that much more of a leap ahead when it comes to Xbox this generation. But honestly, guys, in my personal opinion, I don't see things being any different this gen than they were last gen. I think that PlayStation is going to totally slaughter Xbox in sales. And I think that the overall better exclusive enjoyment is going to be over on the PlayStation side of things. But to answer the question that some of you guys have been asking me, which do I think is better? I think it just depends on what you want out of your console. If you're content with Game Pass, you're content with a few little exclusives trickled in here and there, you can't go wrong with Xbox. If you want the big bangers, I think it's clear that we're going to have to stick with PlayStation. Feature-wise, I think the PlayStation's a little ahead, like I said, with the Share Factory, with Share Factory and the controller. But other than that, I think that you cannot go wrong with whichever one of these that you buy. Or if you're a true gamer and you can get both, you're definitely making a right choice. Let me know what you guys think if you were able to cop in the comments section. I'm going to let you guys go. Gotti360. Keep it gaming.